This is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. So I'm going to start with just finding out what this reading is going to be about. You know, is it going to be about love, money, career? So I'm blowing on the deck, giving it a knock. I'm going to shuffle a little bit. Also keep in mind this reading is timeless. I believe that whenever these readings from myself and even other readers show up on your page, I believe even if they did the reading like a year ago, that's when you were supposed to come across that video. You know, if you felt drawn to it, this can also be for cross watchers. So, you know, even if you don't have Pisces in your chart and you feel drawn to this reading, then there's very much a message in here for you. But this is a general reading. Keep that in mind. So you do need to use your intuition to tell if this is for you. I always say, if you just feel it in your gut and you're just like, she's talking directly to me and it just fits, most likely for you. All right, spirits, what is this reading going to be about? Is it love? Is it money? Can you just give me a general idea of what this reading will be about? My voice is kind of a little raspy. I think everybody's allergies, and I've been listening to other people's readings, they're saying the same thing. Pardon me, it's like, but I'm having some allergy problems. Okay. So this is about some kind of situation that really hurts you, because we have the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. So the Ten of Swords over here, that's about something that stabbed you in the back, but well, let's go over here to the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is about something that was very hurtful and probably involved a third party or a third, like a karmic situation. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a third person who like your boyfriend or girlfriend cheated with, but it could be, and we'll get in to find out if this is, you know, love, or I think it is love, because we also have Six of Cups, which is talking about somebody from your past. And for me, that's usually like a love situation. It could be a past soulmate. But anyway, with the Three of Swords, you know, it can be like a karmic situation. So, you know, like if family and friends didn't like you guys being together and it got involved in, you know, some kind of relationship and you guys split up because of that, or, you know, a parent didn't like, or a family member didn't like who you're with, or, you know, that kind of thing. Or even, like if a money situation, if the person you're with, you know, was having problems with money or a job and like lived at a distance and you needed money to see each other, that kind of thing. So just a situation that is, you know, maybe keeping you guys apart or kept you guys apart, and it, you know, has to do with a karmic cycle. But the thing about this card here is it's a 10, and 10s are at the end of a cycle. So you are coming to the end of this cycle. And like I said, it has something to do with something from your past. We'll find out if this is a love situation. So it could be a past boyfriend. But then this card means like if they're coming back in, they're going to come back in kind of flirty, because there's like flowers in these cups instead of like water. Water means emotion. So, and we also have the Fool. So I feel like this is like a new cycle for you guys. The Fool is the beginning of the Fool's journey. It's also a major arcana card. So I feel like, and it's also for me, the kind of the take a leap of faith card. It can be a card of somebody who is about to take a leap of faith and being very like, risky about it and maybe not thinking things through. There are some mountains in the background. Mountains do mean challenges. But we also have the Star. So I feel like this is more like good energy, like take a leap of faith on this new, whatever new is coming in for you. So I don't know, you know, if this heartache and this person from the past is the same energy as, you know, what's coming in. The Star card to me represents hope, wish fulfillment. It can even be written in the stars, your destiny. It can even have something to do with you being a star. I mean, those are kind of the ideas, that definitions I have for this card. And also this is number 17. Well, if you add 1 and 7 together and break it down, it's 8. 8 means abundance for me. And this is a major arcana. This card also does symbolize a little bit of need for balance because she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot, which represents emotions, and 1 foot on the ground. So that can also represent the need to balance between spirituality and just your everyday stuff that you need to take care of, doing your laundry and paying bills, stay grounded. So balancing between emotions and staying grounded and spirituality and staying grounded. There are some mountains in the background, not very big, so some challenges in the future, but there's way more, there's bigger ones when you first start this new journey. So by the time you get to the Star card, it's, they're much smaller and much farther in the distance. Another thing I see about the Star card is that she's like alchemizing. So she's pouring water, like I said, 1 cup into the water, 1 cup onto land. So, lots of balance energy there as well. So what I need to figure out here is, like I said, we started with the cards that I wanted to talk about were more like, okay, in the past, you were hurt by something. But the 10 is saying this is hurt you as much as it's going to hurt you. You're at the end of a cycle. So you are at that point where you're getting over it and you're surrendering the situation. You're walking away from what doesn't serve you. And that, this may have something to do with somebody from the past or a situation from the past. If it's a person, it could be somebody from, grade school or high school, but it also could be like an ex-boyfriend or a soulmate from a past life. So it's not necessarily somebody you've met in this life. But then we've got, like I said, taking a leap of faith, a new part of the journey. And this is, part of your destiny. It's written in the stars, and it's hope and it's wish fulfillment coming in. So I'm not 100% positive at this point if what's coming in is the same person that hurt you or same situation that hurt you. So let's pull some cards on that and find out. Spirit, can you clarify? What is this Fool? Is this somebody like new? And the Star card, is this from the past situation? We have 7 of Wands. So this is overcoming obstacles, overcoming challenges. So I feel like this is potentially somebody from your past. Can you tell me more about this, Spirit, the Fool and the Star card? Okay, so of course, it's a twin flame reading. Of course, I'm a twin flame. And as my mission of being a twin flame, I do want to stay open to helping everybody. So if you're not a twin flame and you watch my readings, I certainly, you want to get a personal reading, I can certainly help you. But all my readings tend to go there with the twin flame. Because, if you learn about twin flames, you're supposed to be basically lifting the vibrations of the planet. And I think the first step is to help other twin flames that are kind of, farther along on the journey, help them out and help each other out. So a lot of my readings come out as twin flame readings. So this is a twin flame reading. This is about your twin flame. I have 2 cards, like in this deck, this is my first deck, my main deck. There's 2 cards in here. One is the Lover's card and one is the 4 of Wands that represents like serious like twin flame vibes for me. And this is the Lover's card from this deck. So out of 2 cards in this whole deck, that's one of them. And so the Lovers for me, like especially in this deck, it kind of represents like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. It's more the healed version of the twin flames. Whereas the Devil card has come to signify, if the Devil card came out, it could signify that either you are twin flames and you're unhealed, or it could just be, if you're not twin flames, it could be, like toxic energy, it could be runner chaser energy similar to the twin flame, but this is definitely my twin flame card. So this is a twin flame situation, and this Star card, this Fool card, this new beginning, this wish fulfillment is about your twin flame. So I think it's the same. I think it's the same energy. I think it's the same person. I think that, in the past they hurt you back when you before you guys went through the healing. We also have another Star card. So when I clarified the Star card, another Star card came out from a different deck. Oops. I don't need to be showing the nudity, I guess. I might get in trouble with YouTube. But isn't that funny that I'm clarifying the star card and another star card comes out, and it comes out with the Lover's card. So this is Spirit saying, yes, this is your twin flame. This is your destiny. This is written in the stars. I mean, and it makes sense because a twin flame, you know, some people don't know if, you know, if every twin flame is supposed to come into union. They say we have free will, and there might be some twin flames that just don't do what they're supposed to do and get to that point of healing. But I'm optimistic, and that I feel like, well, if we're going from the age of Pisces into Aquarius, it just makes sense that the twin flames are kind of called upon in the Great Awakening, which is right around that time period, to start learning their gifts. Like for me, I became awakened a couple of years ago. It's almost like this was lying dormant in me. I kind of had, you know, a witchy side, and ever since I was a kid, I love witchy stuff. But I kind of was more so focused on mainstream stuff, dating mainstream people, having a mainstream corporate job, that I had this like side of me that I just kind of kept dormant. And then when I had my spiritual awakening, like, that's all I wanted to do was pour myself into everything spiritual and just live authentically who I knew I was inside and had pushed down for so many years. So it's like destiny. And I guess there's an optimistic, you know, part of me that wants to say that every twin flame is going to come into union, or most of them. So when you say it's your destiny, it's written in the stars, I do think so. I think in the next couple years. And that's how the readings tend to be going. And not just my readings, just in general, with the general collective of readers. It's just this common theme that I'm seeing. So I think this is just another one where it's, you know, this person hurt you. There might have been a third party, or, you know, just a karmic situation. This person is from your past, probably in this life. And this is about overcoming challenges with this person. And, you know, what's coming up is going to be this new start, you know, because you're closing out one chapter with the 10. That's how the tarot works. And you're starting a new one with the 0 card. And it's going to be, you know, 2 stars, double confirmation. I freaking love it when Spirit throws out more than one card with the same meaning or the same keyword, because that's just confirmation, especially when they do it like 3 times. Sometimes, like I had a reading recently where they threw out a card that said, I'm building strength, and there was a picture of a big barbell on it. And one of my charms that I pulled out from that same reading was a barbell. You know, it's just those things that, the synchronicities I freaking love. That's how I know that this isn't just me randomly pulling cards and it means nothing. Like, that's how I know this is true, it's real, and it's definitely Spirit telling us things. So anyway, we have 8 of Swords. So the thing about this card is, you or your person, probably both because you mirror each other, you know, you feel bound, but this card is basically saying it's all in your head. You can get out of this situation. You're keeping yourself stuck, is this particular. Now, in this other card, it's almost like she's strapped in toilet paper, like super easy to get out of. This one, the rope is a little bit sturdier, but still easy enough that she could probably wriggle out. So maybe it's a little harder to get out of your head than if I would have pulled from this deck. But you're blinded. You don't really know how to turn or how to move this forward or whatever. I do apologize right now. You know, I've only had a couple hours of sleep since I fell asleep. My sleep schedule's been so off. But I woke up to post something to YouTube, and I was like, oh, I'll just do a reading real quick. And I'm just realizing how tired I am. So if my words come out wrong, if I sound ridiculous, that's what's going on. I'm just really tired. I'm going to do this reading and I'm going to go back to bed. Actually, I'm not going to use that one. I'm just, you know, these messages are just so awesome. Spirit really comes through, and I love it because it gives me such faith in an afterlife. Because I know this is not just coincidence. It's that there are no coincidences feeling when you're doing tarot and you get 3 cards that say the same thing and everything's so, I mean, I've had readings that are so crazy synchronistic at times, you know. crazier I get, the more excited I get. So the star coming out when I'm trying to clarify the star, right after the Lover's card too, is nuts. And that was, I think that was even right after I just got done wondering if it was a twin flame reading too. I forget. Okay. Let's see where, oh, we're at 15 minutes already. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, actually, I'm gonna stop the reading here and I'm gonna go into an extended. So in the extended, I'm gonna find out, you know, what's gonna happen with this twin flame couple in the next 6 months to a year or sooner. I think at this point, by these cards, I can already tell, you know, enough to tell you that it's, you know, something that hurt you in the past, somebody from your past, that this is your twin flame, so you might already know who this is. But that the energy is transferring into a new beginning and it's going to be your wish fulfillment. It's just right now you're feeling a little bit stuck. So I can tell you that. I do believe, you know, based on these cards, you are going to come into healed union with your twin flame. But let's find out, you know, a little bit more on timing. I don't like to do timing too much because the law of attraction, I think, trumps everything. And that means you control it, not me, not the spirits, you know, you control. If you start doubting the reading or thinking negatively, you can change it. So keep that in mind, think positive, manifest the outcome you want. I'm starting to think that the law of attraction even trumps the idea of twin flames and having one person for you. Like if you don't like your twin flame, you can manifest a new one. I'm starting to play with that idea a little bit, see where that leads me. Because if you can create your reality, why couldn't, you know, I feel like that trumps everything. Everything that we know, everything that we do. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop the reading here, go into an extended, and in the extended, we're going to just throw out, you know, what's going to happen in the next 6 months to a year or sooner. And like, I don't really love to do timing, but I'd rather do something because otherwise I'm going to sit here and wonder, I mean, this could be 20 years from now. So I do like to do a little bit of timing where I ask the spirits just to kind of find out what's going on. Before I go, if you could do me a favor and give me a like, a follow, click the notification bell, comment. I really love to get feedback from everybody. And all that stuff helps the algorithm, helps me grow, will help me in my mission to help others, because then they'll be able to find me easier. I mean, any way it goes, I think Spirit's going to they're going to use the video and put it on their page, but it will help me. And it only takes a second and it's free. So if you could, that would be great. If by chance you watch this video and instead of going to the extended, you want to just purchase a personal reading, you can do that too. My website is www.bossasswitch1111.com. That's 4 ones. That's the only place you can pay for a reading. I have, just like other readers, there's scammers that use my pictures, especially on TikTok and some on Instagram. I don't know about YouTube yet, but so I'm just starting my YouTube channel. They use your pictures, they set up a fake account, and they'll like contact people in your comments and make them think they're you, and it's not. I'm not going to come to you in my comments and ask you if you want a reading. If you want one, you can order one on my website. But just keep that in mind. What else? I do also have 2 twin flame decks that I created that you can check out on my website as well. There should be a tab for that, which is separate from the tab for the readings. But I do a lot of different kinds of readings. I do like past life reading, soul purpose reading, twin flame readings, of course, and just any other reading, any questions you have. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and go over there. Just so you know, the extended reading is on my Patreon, and it's $5.55. And I think they do that like monthly, but you don't have to do it monthly. I think you can like cancel it and, you know, only do the one charge. But I just want to let you know that because, you know, lots of other readers, I feel like, you know, I've even seen extended readings for like $8, which I'm not bashing their prices at all. I think that's, you know, a fine price, but I just wanted to let you know that mine are, it is for the tier for all extendeds for the month. So, and I think you can go backwards with Patreon and watch all the extendeds in that tier that I've done up until this point, and then all the extendeds, you know, for whatever month you pay for. So if you keep you know, the subscription monthly than you just being able to keep watching all my extendeds. So I just want to let you know that. So I'm going to pause it here, and I'll meet you over in the extended.